welcome to the Shelley Studio and a few more ATCs. This one is day 23 and I bought some metallic texture paste on clearance, of course. It's a Heidi Swap product and it's like a metallic gold. Does it even say what color? But it's gold. I just bought it because it was on clearance. Anyway, I thought I would use this stencil that I picked up at Tuesday morning and try this out. Tried to tape it down really well because I'm not the best stenciler and I wanted this to be kind of crisp. And then when I peel this off, I actually hit the surface with the stencil and put a scratch in it, of course. It's not too, I mean, you know it if you know it's there, but otherwise you probably wouldn't notice. See, watch, see? Put a scratch. I'm going to set that aside, let it dry, and see, then it turns gold. Now I'm trying to decide what color I want to put with the gold. And I'm hoping this works like a resist and we're just going to sponge the color right over the top and then wipe it back. I think you still have a hint of the magenta, I think is the color, on the gold, but it's pretty gold when I wipe it off. And of course, I have to have more layers. There's got to be something else going on this one. But it is a simple, pretty simple card. I'm taking some label paper that I'd painted on and didn't realize that the spot I had was has a division between the two labels. So we get 3/4 on one side and 1 on the other. You'll never know, right? And I did try to make it just a little bit smaller so you could see the gold around the edges. Now I'm trying to decide what to do. So I'm just going to add a few gold polka dots to that piece of paper so that it'll bling like the rest. There we go. And I'm just putting a little black in. Really, there was a lot of, what should I do now? What should I do now? On this particular card. And boom, it's done. So there's that one. You get a good look at the shine there. Now, when I was doing the texture paste, I had leftover metallic on my palette knife, so I just glopped it onto an ATC and let it dry. And then I was like, well, it would be kind of fun to do like a geode or something. Some sort of metallic stone looking thing. Or it could be fool's gold. So then I decided to play with it like those are veins in the rock. And just add a myriad of color running along the veins in the rock. No boring color in my rock. Pulled out the red, but I didn't want to overwhelm, so I'm making just little spots with a touch of red. Sorry you can't see, I was pulling out some silver metallic. I think it's Martha Stewart's Chrome. And just dabbing it on with a palette knife. And this particular one took actually more than a couple of days because I just would let it dry and think about what I wanted to do. So here I have some clear stickles. It's glitter glue type stuff. And we're just going to add it and make it more sparkly. I was thinking of just coating the whole thing with a gloss varnish, but I decided the sparkle would be more fun. And the other one I have is blue, so I figured I would just put some on and then smear it out a little bit. And it worked like glitter shading. Some dark areas and some shadow. And now I thought I would try putting a little bit of white highlights. This is a super textured card. It was hard to write on. And then a few black lines for the darker. I don't know, is it looking like a rock? Like some sort of crazy metallic rock. So now I decided to add even more using my really old, highly textured gold embossing powder. I just rubbed the embossing pad on there, just like a little bit, so I just get some streaks. And then we're going to heat that up. That gave it some sparkle. So now it's time to find the word. Hopeful, always, and what did I end up using? Oh, both, always hopeful. I was hoping it was gold. That's what I was hoping when I found this rock. And it was just fool's gold, right? And hopefully those labels will stay on. I put a little bit of the glitter on there so it would shimmer. And then just used what was left on my finger and just went around. Oh yeah, I decided everything should have shimmer. So there is that card. Lots of metallic going on there. So this thing, it says it's metallic resist, fine line. I don't think it's pillable, and it's metallic, so you'd want to keep it on there. I shook it up because I hadn't used it before and it was settling, so it didn't come out very evenly out of the applicator. It's just for fun. So I thought I would play with that, so I put that in there and let it dry. And I wasn't really thinking orange and purple is Halloween when I started this card. I just thought I wanted those colors. And it doesn't look Halloween in the end, but as I'm watching this, I'm like, how did I not think Halloween when I was putting these colors on? And I really don't have anything particular in mind at this point. I just know that an angled cross is like visually interesting, or at least I'd heard that somewhere a long time ago. So that's why it's there. Now I'm just rubbing, trying to expose the metallic resist stuff. I'm doing the same thing here, just rubbing, trying to lift the paint off of that. So another really textured card. Alright, so I decided I'm just going to add some white, make it more interesting. And here's where I decide it, as I'm wiping, trying to get the pattern to show up. I'm starting to think this looks a little bit like a bird. So yeah, it's a bird. I let it dry and then I rubbed a little bit more, trying to get that metallic to show, but it really doesn't. You can see it because of the sheer texture, but it doesn't resist the paint like I was expecting. That's okay. It makes for an interesting project. That particular item I found on clearance at Joann's Fabrics. So now I pulled out my Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. I figured it was the only thing that I could use to draw on this really textured surface. And we're drawing in our bird. See? It's a bird. And we'll do thanks for the strength. I probably should glue these down, but I just stuck them on. They're sticking pretty good though. Trying to decide if I wanted it to cover up the wing or not. Finally decided not. Now that it's on there, I'm like, maybe I would have liked it the other way. What do you think? Which way would you have put it? I'm just going to ink around the edges, and that one will be done. Oh yeah, I forgot. I tried to put a little white. Highlight some of the wing and the feathers a little bit. There, now we're done. What do you think? Do you like that? I hope you guys liked these ATC videos. If you did like them, please hit like. Feel free to share, comment, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.